Hey there, if you're new here, I'm Michelle, and this is Phoenix. A few months ago, we moved full-time into our 20-foot RPod 194C, and we've been working on figuring out this nomad life ever since. Right now, we're still in our home state of Arizona, working out the kinks and getting settled before we head out of state. Today's video, we are in Kingman, Arizona, hiking up a mountain in Hualapai Mountain Park before heading into town to track down all the quirky fun finds along Route 66. We left the RPod early this morning and headed about 2 hours northwestish to Kingman, Arizona. And we are going to explore this new to me area and the surrounding foothills on today's video. And first, because the first rule of traveling with a high energy dog is to get a hike in, we are at the Hualapai Mountain Park. That's a tongue twister, the Hualapai Mountain Park, and we are gonna get a nice little peak hike in, and this is a surprise to me. I knew it was cooler up here, but I didn't know we had full-on pines, so we are getting like kind of a Colorado-esque hike in today, and I'm super looking forward to it, so let's go climb to a peak. Not a sign I expected to see this morning. This hike is way harder than I really thought. I just looked at elevation gain stupidly, not altitude, and I kind of knew I was in trouble when it dropped to 37 degrees. I was like, oh crap, I'm high. So I just looked and I'm at 6'7" starting. So it's pretty much at zero. Oh, pretty darn close this morning. So sadly already feeling the effects of altitude sickness. I'm pretty sensitive if I haven't had any chance to acclimatize, and I obviously haven't. So the head's pounding, heart rate's pretty excessive. So we're just slow and steady, and we're just gonna enjoy this hike versus making it like a hard training, because it is training, just in a different way from my Colorado mountains. But man, this is beautiful up here. I cannot believe that I've lived in Arizona for as long as I have, and I've never visited up here. Didn't even know they existed. Stunning. Good job, love. Got a little snow. Look at that. Look at this. All right, let's go. Come on. There you go. Ready? All right, let's go. Wow. Wow. Holy. That's amazing. actually never seen a wildfire rally point, and there's actually quite a few of them here. And they have, on the trees, they have markers, and like orange, you're on trail, red, you're not on trail, and then clear is rally point. Clear yellowish is rally point, or evacuation point, which I've actually never seen on trails. So they must have gotten devastated up here. I'm gonna have to look that up, or had some sort of reason why it's extra, or they're just really smart, you know? Maybe they're just really smart and they've actually done what a lot of places should do. But yeah, pretty interesting to see. That's like the third one, but that one had water, so like you could fight the fire, which is really cool. I see why it is pointing this way. This is a access road. Caution fire recovery area. So yeah, they definitely got hit up here. All right, I need to read the signs because I am deviating from my original plans. I was originally gonna do Aspen Peak and then Hayden Peak. Hayden Peak is the tallest peak in Mojave County, where we're at 8.4, but can you tell I'm on the alert for bear? I'm like extra jumpy today because of that sign. But because of the altitude sickness, it's eased up, but it's I don't think climbing another almost 1,500 feet to get to that peak would be a good idea. So we've got 955 foot gain. We've still got quite a few miles to go, so I will get a really good hike in, but hopefully just feel better and not ruin the rest of the day with altitude sickness. So we are going to do just the Potato Patch Loop instead of taking the bypass to do both of the peaks as well. So I think I need to go this way. Yes, all signs point this way. Also, funny, not funny story. I came around a corner and like stepped down, and my eyeball went right into a branch, like a little branch, or the branch went right into my eyeball. Thank God I was kind of on my back leg and I just leaned back real quick and it didn't like pierce my eyeball, but my eyeball kind of feels weird. Usually I have sunglasses on or I have this like this, but the sun isn't like peeking through yet, so it makes it too dark. So, well, that's why I wear sunglasses, people. All right. Oh, we're still climbing. Luckily, I downloaded the whole map because the trail signs are not right. So we came back down, and I've got the GPS loop up. And I'm just gonna try to keep the blue dot on. The problem is there's east and west Potato Patch Loop. So the signs just say Potato Patch Loop. And I don't know. Oh, here's some more signs. Here we go. All right, now we're on the east Potato Patch Loop. So that is the difference. All right. Download your All Trails maps to get premium. You can download them. I downloaded the whole park pretty much because I've never been here. And this is a very good prime example of why you should download. I have an excellent sense of direction. However, I don't know these peaks. So even though inherently I know north, south, east, west, a lot of times when you're in the mountains and you can't see the sun and you don't know peaks, it's a little bit harder. So luckily I can see the sun again. So I know the direction I'm going and I know the direction my car is. So that's always your tip. However, I definitely recommend downloading maps if you're in a new area. Oh my goodness, it just gets harder. Like it just was wide open. I still got this up just because I'll go this way. Okay, here we go. Now I know which direction I need to go. It was kind of just hard to tell on the map, but that's a little trading post. Looks like a lot of people camp up here. There's like some shelters, some fire pits. All right, we are 100% on the right direction now. Put this away. Wow, it is truly stunning up here, man. I love discovering new to me areas in my state. Arizona is just one of those states I feel like you could live here 20 years, 30 years and just never even touch a glimpse of it. And this is proof. Walapai, had no idea you were this gorgeous. We are walking by another camp. Looks like they also have like another little outpost. This is Camp Levi. Picnic tables. Maybe those are restrooms. Those are restrooms. Wow, it is really pretty and fun up here in the summer, which is not now. Wow, gorgeous. Probably just deer, but we're moving a little slow through this section. There's definitely something in the woods. Made quite a bit of noise and gave it a second. I've seen a lot of deer, so I'm going to assume deer, but I definitely am a little jumpy because of that sign. And it never hurts to be a little extra cautious when those signs are out. He's gonna come here for a closer look. We're officially headed down now. I think we're just about to the point where we split off based on view to the West Potato Patch. I passed my first people on trail and I can hear people down below. So that's kind of nice. I've had the trail all to myself this morning, which has been beautiful, but it has been a little spooky. I think between the fire and just, I've seen and heard a lot of animals, and it was, you know, dark in a lot of the areas and kind of overgrown. Definitely had a little spooky, secluded vibe to it. So it's kind of nice to hear some sounds of life. But we got another 200 foot of gain in there, man. They made you work for that last little bit before you go down. So pretty happy with this hike. About 1,300 foot gain, and the last time I looked, I was only at 3.6 or 3.2. So yeah, pretty good little hike, and we still got a little bit to go to get back to the truck. That was officially the loop. Now we are back on the trail down to the car. So about another mile. I'm getting hungry. So we're gonna be thinking about whatever we're gonna eat when we get down off of here. Does anybody else do that on like their last mile of like a hard effort? Not just like a walk or something, like of a harder, I would call this a moderate effort. I definitely do. And I also, the head thumping from the altitude sickness is really all that's left, thankfully. All the other symptoms as I dropped went away. But there's only one cure for that. Good old Coca-Cola. So if it's not gone by the time I get off this mountain, that's gonna be one of our first stops. Job done. Got a tired Feeny, got a tired Michelle, very hungry Michelle, maybe a hungry Feeny. I have some snacks for him too. So, Walapai. Do not sleep on these mountains. Stunning, absolutely stunning. Totally worth a day trip staying up here. It would, yeah, we will definitely be back. Absolutely stunning. But now we are headed down into Kingman, Arizona. Why might you ask? Well, because Route 66 went through Kingman, Arizona. And where Route 66 was, there are surely quirky things to be found. So we know I love a good quirky tourist attraction. So let's go down to Kingman. Welcome to Kingman, Arizona, the heart of Route 66. And the best way to experience Route 66 is by foot. So let's go for a walk. The smells that are coming out of there, that might be where we grab some lunch to go.
I wanna laugh, I wanna cry, but gonna love you till I die. Oh, baby.
So although, as like most Route 66 towns, it's a pretty small historic area, this is one of the most immaculately maintained areas and vibrant Route 66 cities and towns that I've seen, so highly worth a little stop here.
Well, ever since you went away, these dreary blues been hanging round every day. You know what your kiss does to me, it makes me wanna holler.
Little nod to a neighboring town, Oatman, where the mayor is a donkey or an ass, however you want to swing it. Is by far the cleanest, like most up-to-date Route 66, which makes me so happy. I see like more things coming in. There's wine bars and breweries, and I want to come back with my parents so we can sit at a brewery and have a beer. Well, when you gotta drive. I could not resist a stop at the Grand Canyon Brewery. They have them in Williams and they have the best food. And with that little bit of altitude sickness still hanging on, beef and a Coke, I feel like a whole new woman. Whew.
I'm on my way. Back you stay, baby.
I'm going to leave Fiends in the car for just a minute. It's nice and cool out and we're in the shade, and run into the Kingman Visitor Center, mainly because I have to use the restroom, but I also want to see if there's any cool Route 66 gear. Oh, never mind. Friendly pets are allowed. He's friendly. What a cute little visitor center, and oh my gosh, everybody's so nice. Feeny got treats and pets, and somebody thought I was young. I'm really appreciating when people are like shocked by my age. It's just making my heart feel good. But I got a few little things. I got some stickers for my parents, so they also lost all their stickers like I did on the drop because their RV got caught in a tornado and totaled. So I got them some cute stickers. I got myself some. I have a little trailer, and then look at this one. Oh my god, he's so cute. That's like this is the only way I can get like artwork pretty much. But I needed a new keychain because my keychain broke, and it's a Yodi. And technically I think it's a wolf, but we're calling it a Yodi because we have Yodis here. And if you don't know, I love coyotes. So, what a cute little store. What a cute little town. What a cute, fun little, I'm happy. But we still have more to find. So, let's go find more quirky Kingman, Arizona things. Drive out of town, there's definitely more of the old school kind of dilapidated Route 66 feel. And that's because Route 66 areas were usually pretty long, because as people were traveling, they would, you know, stop and stay in hotels. So, so the distance could be, you know, a pretty good size. I like think about Flagstaff and it stretches. So this definitely stretches quite a bit, and as you get out of that really nice downtown, you definitely get the dilapidated vibes, which I like to have that mix because I like seeing the history too. But don't get me wrong, I love the fact that that little town is poppin'. But I still like to see the crumbling old remnants as well. It mixed in together, it kind of looks cool. So anyway. We have driven out to Antares Point, Arizona, which is about 20 minutes outside of Kingman as you head towards Flagstaff on Route 66 to see the world's biggest tiki head, I think. This is Giganticus Headicus. You have a Giganticus Headicus. Mm-hmm.
A little bluebird just told me, dear, you didn't love me. But I would not, I believe one word that he said. He told me that this morning you were leaving. Now I wish that Arthur was dead. Well, my heart, it just keeps crying. And those pains, oh Lord, they hurt me so inside.
Meter and meter.
I know that you didn't lie. Though I never thought she would leave me. I never thought that she would leave me alone and blue. But everything the little bluebird ever told me, I found out that it was true.
This thing's crazy, bud. But this is one of the reasons that I absolutely love Route 66 and all of the quirkiness that you can find. Because back in the day, this would have been something magical to see on a road trip out west. I am sure it actually brought people to stay at the Cozy Corner RV Park and Motel. And they probably chose this over other places because the giant tiki head. Because who wouldn't? And that's what I just love about the spirit of the American West and the wildness that you can find out here, both in nature and in the things like Giganticus Headicus. And I'm talking about the green thing, not my dog. But anyways, we are actually going to end the video here. I'm going to leave a few other things that we were planning to do down in the comments below, just in case you guys want to plan a trip to Kingman. We just got a little bit later start than I thought, so we've got about a 2-hour drive back to the pod to just chill and relax and recover from the day. So I think we're going to do that, but I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us in such a surprising twist of events. How much I loved this area. I guess not a twist of events, I love my home state, but wow, what a beautiful mountain range, what a great little friendly town and city, and what a quirky way to end the day. Guys, we will see you on the next adventure, wherever the road may take us.
I'm on my way back to stay. I can't do without you another day. Oh, baby, I'm on my way home. I'm on my way